The McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle has been in service since 1976 and continues to prove itself to be one of the world's most successful tactical fighters. 1. The F-15 made its first flight nearly 43 years ago, on July 27, 1972. 3. The fighter mafia was a controversial group of U.S. Air Force officers and civilian defense analysts who, in the 1970s, advocated the use of energy maneuverability theory as the sole driver in designing fighter aircraft. The F-15 combined both maneuverability, which the group advocated, as well as the high-tech electronics and missiles that they opposed. 4. It's one of the most successful modern-era fighters, with over 100 aerial combat victories. 5. It's also had 0 aerial combat losses, giving it a perfect record. 6. The F-15 doesn't have exhaust pedals on the engines. There were problems with them falling off, and they were simply removed, giving the jet a 3% drag penalty. 7. The large nose allows room for a large, powerful radar. The APG-70 on the F-15E of USAF is at least 3 times better than that of the APG-70 on F-15I and F-15S, which were exported to foreign customers. The foreign fighters have lower resolution performance of Doppler beam sharpening, DBS, mapping, and synthetic aperture radar, SAR, modes. 8. The F-15E is powered by 2 Pratt & Whitney F100PW229 engines, a combined 58,000 pounds of throws. 9. The F-15A, nicknamed Streak Eagle, broke 8 time to climb world records between January 16 and February 1, 1975. In setting the last of the 8 records, it reached an altitude of 98,425 feet just 3 minutes, 27.8 seconds from brake release at takeoff and coasted to nearly 103,000 feet before descending. 10. The right wing of an Israeli Air Force F-15D was sheared off in a mid-air collision. Pilot Ziv Nedavi managed to land safely due to the F-15 Eagle's aerodynamic characteristics. He landed the F-15 at twice the normal speed to maintain the necessary lift, and its tailhook was torn off completely during the landing. 11. On September 13, 1985, it became the only jet to shoot down a satellite. The F-15 took off from Edwards Air Force Base, climbed to 38,100 feet and vertical. Launched the anti-satellite missile at the Solwind P-78-1, a U.S. gamma-ray spectroscopy satellite orbiting at 345 miles, which was launched in 1979. 12. On March 19, 1990, an F-15 from the 3rd Wing stationed at Elmendorf AFB, Alaska accidentally fired an AIM-9M Sidewinder missile at another F-15. The damaged aircraft was able to make an emergency landing. It was subsequently repaired and returned to service. 13. The Eagle can be armed with combinations of 4 different air-to-air weapons, AIM-7F, M Sparrow missiles or AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles on its lower fuselage corners. AIM-9L, M Sidewinder or AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles on 2 pylons under the wings, and an internal M61 Vulcan 20mm, 0.79 in, Gatling gun in the right wing root. 14. The F-15 production line is set to end in 2019, 47 years after the aircraft's first flight. 15. But the F-15 Eagle is expected to be in service with the U.S. Air Force well past 2025.